So this is the newest mini drone on the block, and there are a lot of different ones out there. This is the MJX Bugs 19. It has a 4K camera, a 600-meter range, and a 22-minute flight time. So how does it stack up against some of the other mini drones? We got one from ZLL, we got one from Fimi, and right now there are 3 different options from DJI, as well as Hubsan, which is the most expensive of the crew. If we're just gonna go by looks, this was supposed to look like one of the DJI mini drones, right? Pretty darn similar. How does it actually stack up? Stay tuned. So first, yes, this is in fact a mini drone. It is less than 250 grams. I got it on my scale. My scale was telling me 249. It is a foldable drone and the arms fold straight out. We do have some sensors on the bottom that help with stability, and it is a GPS drone, so that will help as well. You do have an orbit mode as well as a follow me mode on this guy. It records videos via an onboard SD card, or you can save them directly to your phone. All of the other mini drones have a real gimbal. Not so much this guy. This is a 1-axis gimbal. It's not stabilized at all. It's not even stabilized electronically, which is kind of disappointing. MJX actually has some really good electronic image stabilization. We saw it on their Bugs 20, we saw it on their Bugs 12. They're supposed to release a Bugs 19 mini version with image stabilization, but they were having problems getting chips. Everybody is. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the video coming out of the Bugs 19. This is unstabilized video, and as you can see, it's just kind of bouncing around. You also see some of that distortion, right? Some of that round earth effect. Not the greatest. Here's a shot of an orbit, right? Which actually I think is doing a decent job of kind of stabilizing the footage. You can still work the gimbal, which is kind of nice, but you know, this just isn't a high quality camera. Right, at the end of the day, if you're looking for something to take good pictures and video, probably not looking for this drone, right? I'll show you some video later what you probably are looking for. Now, it does have some features that you know, some drones don't have, right? This is the follow me, which is nice. Now, it's a GPS follow. It's not an optical follow, so you're not drawing a box around your subject. It's just going to follow the remote, right? Which, you know, has some functionality. And I can kind of control the drone as we go. We're looking at the video right now through the app, right? So it's following me. I'm gonna work the gimbal up and down. Yeah, I'm still following me. I'm gonna put it up a little bit higher, and then we'll switch to the actual video that it recorded so you can kind of see what that looks like, right? So this is it following me. It will change direction, right? So if you stop and move the other way, it'll stop and move the other way as well, right? So that's nice, but again, if you're looking for high quality pictures and video, anything that isn't stabilized either with a gimbal or electronically, the video quality is going to suffer. I prefer a real 3-axis gimbal. 2-axis gimbals are okay, 3-axis gimbals are better. Electronic image stabilization is okay, but again, any sort of mechanical gimbal is going to be superior in terms of quality. So when it comes down to it, this camera, this 4K camera, it's not going to cut it, right? It's really going to be pretty darn shaky. The sensor is a 1/2.7-inch sensor, so it's really pretty darn small. 4K is 16 frames a second, or you shoot 2.5K at 25 frames a second. So in terms of aerial photography, this is not going to be something you want. What this drone is built for is a beginner, right? It starts at about $150, which is half the cost of the DJI Mini SE. Now, if you really want a mini drone and you want something that takes good pictures and video, the best of this crew is the DJI Mini SE in terms of bang for your buck. This little dynamo shoots spectacular 2.7K video, stabilized electronically. You get a longer flight time, you get a longer range. This is what you want if your budget is $300 or less. But not everybody has $300 to start on when you're learning how to fly. And this is a decent beginner drone, but keep in mind, small drones tend to get caught up in the wind. So make sure you're flying this thing in wide open spaces and not on windy days. I don't know, when it comes down to it, I'd probably wait for the EIS version of this drone rather than opting for this unstabilized 4K 16 frame per second camera. You know, I'm a camera guy, right? I want my drone to have a really nice camera, or at least a decent enough camera, and this just doesn't cut it for me. Now I get the DJI Mini SE is twice the price, but it's more than twice the drone. I do like that it came with a carrying case, but if you look in my carrying case, I'm not using it for my bugs. I'm actually putting my DJI Mini SE in here because, well, it pretty much fits. That's kind of one of the bonuses when you have knockoffs or clones. So I'm gonna go ahead and steal the case for my Mini SE because it didn't come with one. So there's that, it does come with a bonus case. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. If it was, give us a thumbs up. If not, give us a thumbs down. Tell us what we did wrong and we'll do better. Hey, so what do you think about this MJX Bugs 19? Give us a comment down below. I'd love to hear your opinion. If you haven't already, make sure you check out halfchrome.com. We got a ton of information on all sorts of drones. And we give away a drone at least once a month to a lucky Patreon subscriber. So you're going to want to check that out too. Good luck, everybody, and happy flying.